Tell them, back off, buddy. Not having a bar of that yet. Alright, I've got 2 left. You see someone out there going to try and launch at you. Oh, yeah, I was a bit loud, was I? Get out there, Oh, I got the way. Try again, there's the head. Oh, sorry, you're too late. Turn it up there early. A lot of people are. Crocodiles actually don't need to eat a lot of food. It's not a big deal if they don't eat today. Generally what happens, the ones that are hungry will come to the front and they'll do that for a couple of days. In the week, they're like, you know what, I'm done. We won't see them. So you can see there's a bunch of crocodiles out there, probably a bunch way up the back as well. They're saying, you know what, we're fed, we're not hungry anymore. And that gives the others an opportunity to come forward. If we're going to feed these guys, eat the crocodiles, that actually be good for them. Got you there, man. Stop coming up, we don't have much to show for you. So that's why we feed them every day. Give them that one right deal.
Now the one is...
The one that's flying like this.
70. However, some of them are just more aggressive than others. In crocodile world, it doesn't really matter if you're the biggest or not, you just have to have the baddest attitude. Shorty is one of those crocs. This guy is not the biggest croc going around, but I reckon he could take on any and every croc we've got in this park. He started in Long Lake, and the reason there is now only 58 is because of this guy. He would actually kill the other crocs and beat them up so badly if they got in his space in his face. We actually had to take him out and put him here. Now he's got his own space, he gets his own food, he's got his own girlfriend in here. I actually think he figured out the system, to be honest. He's got the life in here now. But Shorty, we got some food for you, mate. So let me get those ants off. Coming up, come on. Atta boy, up here. Whoop. There she is, down here, come on. Down here. Keep going. Now, she's come out rather briskly, but she better move. She's going to get in trouble. You'll watch, she'll eat that and she'll probably take off. Because unlike Bluey, Shorty's more like the rest of the crocodiles in the park. Female's near me and there's food involved, I'm going to get whatever it is, even if it's hers, and he'll give her a good old bite. Now you missed it, buddy, I'll tell you what. Try and get you back in here, otherwise you'll take someone else's. Keep going, keep going. Back there, keep going. Oh, you clown. Look at him looking at me. He's waiting to launch. Now, during the wet season, crocodiles are a lot more active, or rather the estuarine crocodiles. So we're starting to step into that now, all right? So the build-up will happen about November. Starting to warm up here, although you wouldn't know it from this week. It's been lovely so far. But as it gets warmer, these guys start to fire up. And when those first storms hit for the year, these guys will just change overnight like a light switch. They go from aggressive to hyper-aggressive and trying to kill everything and everyone in the first 10 feet they can do it. Crocodiles are very dangerous creatures. They become even more so over the wet season because that's the mating time. So the males become very dominant, make sure that no one's in their space, and I mean no one, people included. And then breeding season finishes, goes into nesting season, which is January, February. And that's when the females become really aggressive. They'll make nests, I'll show you a few as we go along, some old ones. And the females actually won't eat over that time, but they'll defend that nest with their life. Now a big male like Shorty here, they are an impressive and a very fearful thing to see. However, there's probably nothing as scary as coming up to a female guarding her nest. She will come at you and come at you until you've left. And she won't try and eat you, she'll just snap, and whatever she grabs onto, she'll bite down, she'll spin, hopefully that'll pop off, she'll spit it out and keep going until she's got you to leave. So, just having said that, we actually have to get all the eggs out of the nests that are happening in the park here. By law, we're not allowed to let them hatch, and we don't want them to hatch anyway, because if they did, their dads, like Shorty here, would actually eat them when they hatched. And as I said before, we want those little fellas, because they're a bit of our income. We'll turn them into purses and all sorts of other things later. So we go and collect those, and that's a good lot of fun, and I'll tell you more about that later as we get to the main lake for that. Hey, buddy. Oh, atta boy. Might try and get one of the other guys on the ball. Let's see if we can do that. Oh no, we got Shorty, you're good fun. Let's see if you go in. Come on. No, in here, come on. It's out there. Come on.
Oh my!
Come on.
Oh! Last. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, wrong one. There you go, get it, mate. Alright, now give me something. Now, generally a crocodile's attack will come from the water, not from here like you saw here. He just knows he's going to get food. Come on. So he'll be at the water's edge, under the water, generally. He'll come charging out the water, grab whatever it is. In this case, a nice big round circular pig, let's say. He's going to grab it, take it in the water, and generally he'll do something what we call a death roll. This is a very poor version of it. Come on, Shorty, give me something to play with here. He'll spin around, and they'll spin around so fast he'll actually turn this thing into a bit of a washing machine. He'll be cruising around. The idea behind that is to drown his food. Last thing he wants is to fight struggling prey, because they can kick, they can scratch, knock teeth out, eyes out, all sorts of things. So he doesn't want that. So if he spins around, gets it off its feet, it's in the environment where he's got the best grip, he's got the best upper hand, if you will, the water, and hopefully it'll drown that animal as well. Then he can eat it as he's ready. Now, crocodiles can't chew their food, they have to swallow it whole, which means if he does grab a huge pig, drowns that, he's ready to eat it. He can't swallow the whole thing. With the fish, if he gets it later, he can actually swallow that. But